Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is your Panathinaikos Chelsea match preview. Tomorrow at 12:45 early kickoff. We're already in Greece, and again, the memo stays the same. 3 points. You know, get some fitness, some sharpness into the team B, and just win. This is an opportunity for some of these guys to kind of stake a claim for the Newcastle game over the weekend. I mean, you never know. You might have a serious game tomorrow, and that might really have Maresca considering, certain positions, certain players. The reality is certain positions are going to be fixed. So I don't know how much of, a convincing performance would take certain people being dropped for some of these guys coming in tomorrow. But at the same time, like, you got to take this opportunity. You're barely getting minutes in the Premier League. This is the chance for you to get some minutes, get your sharpness in, be ready when called upon. This weekend when we lost to Liverpool, again, very disappointed. We definitely should have left with a point, but that's not the case. But we move. This game presents an opportunity to get back that winning feeling, build some more momentum so that when we go into this weekend's game against Newcastle, which we're playing at home, there will be like a nice little good feel factor about the team. Now, Maresca, I think today there was a question about like Josh Achampong and why, has he been told not to play Josh, and is it because of his contract situation? And I think he brilliantly said, like, look, Josh is somebody that I think can have, a great future. He has a really good potential, and he likes him. And it's unfortunate that he couldn't be in the team. And then he kept it at that. When you look at the team that's traveled to Greece, you notice Caicedo left out, Palmer left out, Lavia left out, Jackson left out, Caldwell, Fofana. Yeah, these guys are, they've all remained in London, which again, smart decision. You have a big team of like 24 players. This is an opportunity to rotate. The Conference League, the guys who have been playing these games consistently, they should be the guys getting the minutes as well. So there's no need to risk, your Palmers and your Caicedos and your Jacksons and these kind of like, the group stages yet. You gotta just let these guys chill, get ready for the weekend, all that good stuff. But nonetheless, we have a good game tomorrow. Hopefully we come out of that with the 3 points. You want to see this team that I'm going to pull up. The expectation is these guys perform well. They take the opportunity. They just do something, because when you look at the Premier League team, it's going to be very hard to display someone like a Palmer. But if someone like a Felix goes and has a cracking game today, or Neto has a cracking game today, then Maresca might have second thoughts about his starting lineup for the weekend, and try to manage people's minutes and all that good stuff. So without further ado, I'm gonna go into my predicted starting 11, and I will bring that up on the screen in a second. It's really pretty straightforward. So for me, Jorgensen in goal. And with that change, I honestly want to see Jorgensen given a run in the Conference League as he has been, and in the Premier League. I think we've seen enough of Sanchez to really determine like this guy is playing against us. Like, you can't be making these mistakes you make all the damn time. Like, Sanchez, you've had your opportunity, and this kind of might be on Maresca a bit, because he did back Sanchez during the summer. He said, Sanchez is someone I can work with. So that's cool. But you've got Jorgensen in. Sanchez has been making some big mistakes in these Premier League games. So I don't want to see him in the starting lineup for a while. And this will all be, honestly, up to Jorgensen. If Jorgensen has a blinding game tomorrow, not making mistakes, then run it again on Saturday. If on Saturday he ain't up for it, then yeah, we're really in trouble. But I think Jorgensen now deserves some sort of like an opportunity in this team, so we can see what he can do. So for me, Jorgensen starts tomorrow. The back four, I think, is very predictable. Disasi right back, Tosin right center back, Badiashile left center back, and Renato Vega left back. I mean, not much I could say. Tosin looked a lot shaky against Liverpool over the weekend. He was looking a bit rough. Badiashile actually came on and had a decent game. So could that have been a turning point for Badiashile? Hopefully. And I think this game will give him an opportunity to kind of build on that. Bring yourself into consideration. If Colwell was having an off game, if Colwell ain't on it, then at least we know you're ready to step in. So big performance, hopefully, from Badiashile tomorrow. We already know Vega. Not much to say about the kid. He comes in, he does a professional job. He keeps it, really simple. Wins his tackles, wins duels. Like, this has been a really good signing. I know we spent all summer thinking if we're gonna get Califiori, and Vega's just going under the radar. He's come in. He's not fussed about. He looks like he loves the club. Every time he puts on the jersey and he comes on, he does his thing. So I'm very impressed by Vega, and I hope he keeps, building. Like, I think he's gonna have a solid career at Chelsea, and long may that continue. In midfield, I've gone for Enzo and Dewsbury Hall. Like, I know this would have been a Casade type of game, but I think Enzo needs this to build his fitness and his sharpness. Like, this should be a game where Enzo just is able to be Enzo. You dictate the play, you dictate the tempo, you decide how we play this game and we approach this game. Long passing, short passing. You have runners, Neto. You have people you can combine with them. Felix, Mudryk is another option, and Kunku is another option. Ideally, I would have went with Cassidy, but I think Enzo is going to need those minutes because his position right now in this team is under some serious threat. Lavia and Caicedo are right now looking like our favorite pairing in midfield and the best we have, if we're being honest. And I still rock with Enzo because I think he still has qualities that he hasn't really shown us as yet. But in tomorrow's game, hopefully he starts and he hopefully turns up. Like, build some momentum, man. Build some confidence. And this is an opportunity right here against Panathinaikos. They're coming into this game like what? They've probably drawn. They're not on a great run of form, to be honest. So this should be a game where we can go there. You can get your foot on the ball. You dictate play, and you show us why we signed you. I know it's in the Conference League, but listen, quality is quality. You show it in the Conference League. It is what it is. Dewsbury Hall, he gets another run in this competition. He scored his first goal in the last one, and he started to feel a bit more confident. I felt like he was a bit more progressive, with his touches, his passing. I could see the confidence just come into his game. And he's someone that I've been very disappointed with, since the start of the season, because for me, I think he's someone that should already be familiar with Maresca's system. But when you make the change from Leicester to Chelsea, it could be a big change as well. We saw Caicedo struggle last season as well when he made the change. So Dewsbury Hall has all season to really make those necessary changes, and I think he's probably going to have a good game as well. Your front three, or technically your front four, you got Neto, Felix, Mudryk, and Nkunku. I don't see Gue starting this game. I think these are just the options to go with this game right now. You still have creativity, you have the skill, you have the pace, you have the finishing. Because Neto can finish. Felix, believe it or not, can finish. He can be a bit wasteful, but he can finish as well, and he can create. Mudryk, in his last few appearances, has been building some momentum. He's been building some consistency. He got his goal for Ukraine during the international break, and he's looking a bit sharper than he usually has. So I think this is going to be another game where he could just show us that he's improving. Right now, Sancho has got that position on lock. And again, if Mudryk is really just coming into form, scoring hat tricks in this game and looking real sharp and looking bright, then maybe you might give Maresca something to think about during for the weekend. But Mudryk gets his opportunity, and Nkunku, hopefully he can keep his goal scoring form in the Conference League going. He's got 7 goals already this season, 8 goals maybe. He's a gunman, clinical in the box. Sometimes he's not as involved in the build-up play and all of this because that's not necessarily his game. Nkunku is not really a 9. It's more of like a second striker, number 10. More of like an inside forward. But this is this is the role he's playing for us right now. He's going to be the striker, and I expect to get him, him to get himself a goal or two. If I'm going to predict my scoreline for this game, I'm gonna go Panathinaikos 1, Chelsea 3. My goal scorers, I see Nkunku bagging himself a goal. I see Neto getting himself a goal. I see Mudryk getting an assist in this game. I think Felix might get an assist, and potentially one of the defenders get on the score sheet. Either Badiashile, hey, even Dasasi might get on the score sheet. So I'm gonna go 3-1. Should be a relatively comfortable performance. I'm hoping to see big performances. Enzo, like I've said already, I want to see him really dictate the play. Dewsbury Hall, can you build on what you did in the last game? Felix, he's been very disappointing as well in the minutes he's gotten. But I think, against teams like this, you can be a bit more expressive. You can bring that flair, but I want it to still be effective. None of that hero ball. Like if you have the opportunity to play the easier pass, don't try to dribble or don't try dribbling someone you've already dribbled past. Just play the simple passes sometimes, and it's effective and it works. So my prediction, 3-1. Hopefully, we get the 3 points. I think in this group we were like 6th the last time we played. So I am trying to, we're 6th. So I'm trying to see us in the top, the top 3 after this game. And I think we can do it. So that should be the match preview. We should bring it home tomorrow and build on that momentum for Newcastle. But guys, as always, like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If this is your first time coming across my content, check out my other videos, support the channel. Hop in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel about the starting 11. What changes would you make? What changes would you not make? What are your score predictions? And I'll see you guys for the match preview. Take it easy. Peace.